Welcome, traveler. In a new series dedicated to tricksters in mythology. Tricksters are some of the most captivating and complex figures in world mythology, embodying a paradoxical blend of wisdom, deceit, humor, and malevolence. These enigmatic characters play pivotal roles across various cultures, often breaking rules, defying conventions, and upsetting the natural order. Tricksters serve as agents of change, challenging gods and mortals alike, forcing them to adapt and evolve. They can be cultural heroes, bringing gifts and knowledge to humanity, or villains causing mischief and chaos. Yet it's in their duality that their true essence shines, representing the multifaceted nature of humanity itself. In this new series, we will delve into the tales of some of the most infamous tricksters from mythology, exploring their stories, the roles they play, and the lessons they impart. From the Norse Loki, known for his shape-shifting and cunning, to the African Anansi, the spider who owns all tales, we will uncover the mischief and wisdom that tricksters bring to the mythological tapestry. Welcome to the enchanted realm of Norse legends, where gods, giants, and mystical beings shape the cosmos. Today, we embark on a journey with one of mythology's most enigmatic figures, Loki, the Norse god of mischief, change, and chaos. Unlike any other deity, Loki dances on the thin line between friend and foe, bringing both solutions and disasters to the gods of Asgard. Loki's story begins in the misty mountains of Jotunheim, the land of giants. Though born a giant, Loki's destiny was intertwined with the gods of Asgard. His sharp mind, silver tongue, and shape-shifting ability made him a unique bridge between worlds. But what truly sets Loki apart is his dual nature, capable of great deeds and equally grand misdeeds. Let's dive into one of Loki's more playful moments, involving Sif, Thor's wife, known far and wide for her beautiful shining hair. One day, Loki decides to play a prank and cuts off all of Sif's gorgeous hair. When Thor finds out, he's not just angry, he's a storm of rage, ready to bring down thunder on Loki. Seeing Thor's fury, Loki promises to fix his mischievous deed. He goes down to the dwarves, the best craftsmen in all the realms, and convinces them to make a new set of hair for Sif, made entirely out of gold. This isn't just any hair, it's magical, growing like real hair. When Sif wears this new golden hair, she's radiant, lighting up Asgard more brightly than before. This story not only shows Loki's love for tricks, but also his knack for smoothing over his troublemaking, turning his pranks into wonders. This next story really shows the lengths Loki would go to help out, when it suits him. The gods of Asgard were in a bind, having promised the sun, the moon, and even the goddess Freya to a giant in exchange for building the strongest walls around their realm. But they soon regretted their deal. With the deadline looming and the giant close to finishing the job, they turned to Loki for a solution. In a twist only Loki could think of, he turns himself into a beautiful mare, capturing the attention of the giant stallion, Svadilfari, and leading him away. This stunt of Loki's not only saves Asgard from losing its precious treasures, but also leads to the birth of Sleipnir, an incredible 8-legged horse which Loki gifts to Odin. Sleipnir is no ordinary horse, he's the fastest of them all, able to race across the sky and through the realms. This tale shows Loki's clever side, using his shape-shifting powers to pull off a daring plan that ends up bringing a remarkable creature into the world. In a tale that brings a shadow over the world of Norse gods, we hear about Balder, the god everyone loved. Balder was like the sun, bringing light and joy wherever he went. But happiness turned to worry when Balder started having dreams about his own end. To protect him, his mother Frigg made everything on Earth promise not to hurt Balder, except for one tiny thing she overlooked: mistletoe. Loki, always looking for a bit of trouble, found out about this little loophole. He made a dart out of mistletoe and tricked Baldur's blind brother into throwing it, which sadly led to Baldur's death. This wasn't just a prank gone wrong. It was the event that started ticking the clock down to Ragnarok, the end of the world. Through this act, Loki's name became linked with bringing about big changes, sometimes in ways that nobody wanted. After the loss of Baldur, the gods were in deep grief and anger, especially when they found out Loki was behind it. They decided on a harsh punishment. Loki was tied up with the insides of one of his sons, and a snake was set above him to drip venom on his face forever. This punishment was not just about the pain. It was a sign of how seriously the gods took betrayal and trickery. It was also a kind of countdown to Ragnarok, hinting at the chaos that was to come. Loki's story doesn't stop with his punishment. He's destined to break free and play a big role in Ragnarok. When he escapes, he's not just the god of mischief anymore. He leads a whole army against the gods. This final battle is where many gods meet their end, including Loki. It's a moment that shows everything coming full circle, with Loki at the center of it all, pushing things towards a new beginning after the end. When we think about Loki and his stories, we're looking at a story that's full of both light and dark moments, clever tricks and moments that make us think. Loki isn't just about causing trouble, he's a character that shows us life is full of complexities. He nudges us to think more deeply about the idea of good versus bad, showing us that life isn't just black and white. Through Loki's adventures, we learn that life is filled with both order and chaos, and surprisingly, they need each other. It's like a dance where both steps are necessary to make something truly interesting and full of life. As we wrap up our exploration of Loki's world, we're left with a lot to think about. Loki, with his tricks and transformations, opens a window into the Norse way of seeing the world. A place where endings are just new beginnings and even the gods have their destinies to follow. We've ventured through stories that are more than just tales. They're reflections on life, change, and the nature of the universe. Thanks for joining us as we delved into the life of one of the most intriguing figures in mythology. There's always more to discover, and we're excited to bring you along as we dive into more myths, uncovering the stories of gods, heroes, and the creatures that roam the worlds of legend. If you found yourself caught up in the twists and turns of the Norse tricksters' tales, don't forget to hit like, share this journey with friends, and subscribe for more dives into the myths and legends that shape our world. Until our next adventure, let's keep the spirit of curiosity alive, letting the ancient stories light our way to new discoveries.